a student from University of Buea. Students you see behind me are students from this university, from other faculties as well. We are presenting on civics and ethics, and our topic is climate change. First of all, I will start by giving a definition of climate. Climate is a long-term pattern of weather in a particular area, where climatic changes refers to the long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. Now, our presentation will not only be based on these two definitions. We shall first of all look at the causes of climatic change, and better still, we will go further to look at the positive and negative aspect of climatic change. And lastly, we shall also look at the solutions. With solution, can also say remedies and or measures. These measures are adopted due to climatic change. So I would like my course mate to begin with the causes.
I'm called Naseri Denis Nembole, a student of University of Buea. I'll be talking about the causes of climatic change. And one of the most important causes of climatic change is deforestation. When we talk about deforestation, we are talking about cutting down of trees. Why not overgrazing? That will expose the environment, expose the atmosphere, and too much emission of these dangerous gases which are found around the Earth's surface would deplete the ozone layer. And when they destroy the ozone layer, you realize that the ozone layer becomes porous. All the sun rays will penetrate into the atmosphere, which is dangerous, and the climate will become very harsh and hot. So cutting down of trees is one of the main climatic change. It will make the climate in that area to change completely. We also have fuels or gases from industries. Too much industrialization, too much emission of gases into the atmosphere because of these industries may cause climate to change. These same gases may tamper with the ozone layer, and if they destroy the ozone layer, automatically the environment becomes hot. The climate would change. It might be the climate was a little bit conducive, but because of the availability of these industries that has emitted a lot of gases, you realize that that environment, the climate would change completely. We also have human factors. Human factors are responsible for climatic change. Take note that too much construction, urbanization, what I mean is that building of magnificent building, construction of roads, tarring of roads may lead to a lot of deforestation and cleaning the environment, which will also render the environment to be very hot, because that section may be facing what we call global warming. Automatically, the climate of that area is bound to change. We also have energy generating. There are in the world, most countries want to generate energy, and as a result of generating energy, we need electricity. The burning of coal, burning of gases, fuel, and everything. We also tampered with the ozone layer, making the environment to become very hot because the ozone layer has been depleted. Dear students, I think we are going to continue with the impact of the climatic change, which is going to be explained by my classmate here. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Ogba Christian. I'm from the Faculty of Social and Management Science from the University of Buea. I'll be here to give you points on the positivity of climate change. By positivity, I mean like some of the advantages by which climate change has caused. Firstly, I would like to begin with climate change helps our agricultural productivity. You know, we are mainly based on my time zone right now. I'm in Africa, so we mostly rely from our agricultural products. Climatic change will help our agricultural productivity because it leads to an increase in carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is mainly what plants feed on for them to breathe, just like the way we feed on oxygen. So, secondly, climate change helps to provide a more cleaner air. Our air is mostly being exposed to so many toxics which we can't physically see. But through climate change, it's able to cleanse the air, which makes it conducive for us to breathe in. With that note being said, my colleague will take you guys on some of the negativities of climate change.
Maldwin. I'm a student from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, University of Buea, and I'll be here to talk about the negative impacts of climate change. To begin with, climate change has positive impacts as well as negative impacts, but we all know that the negative impacts of climate change outweigh the positive impacts, which we are going to see as follows. Firstly, climate change induces warmer temperatures. This in turn increases the frequency of infrared rays and the duration of heat waves. This poses severe health risks, especially to the children and to the elderly. Also, climate change can impact health by worsening the quality of air and water. This can lead to the spread of diseases, which poses severe health risks to humans. Climate change also leads to an increase in sea level. Increase in sea levels can cause floods, damages to human properties, and other natural hazards. Climate change also affects the pattern of rainfall and the amount of rainfall falling in an area. This can in turn affect the flow of some water bodies like lakes, rivers, and oceans. We all know that we use these water bodies to produce potable water, so due to the change in their natural flow, this can in turn alter the production of quality water and as well the production of hydroelectricity. We now move on to the solutions and how we can remedy climate change.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abeta Kosizi and I'm from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, University of Buea. And as my colleagues rightly said, they spoke on the positive and negative impact of climate change. But as we saw, the negative impact outweigh the positive impact. And I'm here to propose solutions with which we can combat climate change. First of all, we're going to begin with reducing the production of plastics. First of all, plastics are being made from fossil fuels, that's coal and petroleum oil. And the production of these plastics carbon heavy, are really carbon intensive, and such they don't decompose easily, so we tend to burn a lot of plastic per day, and this burning now releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is also a greenhouse gas and in essence causes climate change. Two, we have to save our oceans. The oceans absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide, thus making our ecosystem or our surrounding climate stable. But now we turn to carry out overfishing, on-site and deep mining. So this is a threat to our oceans. We have to protect our oceans, inhibit deep fishing, overfishing in our different oceans. And following that, we have to also save forests like the Amazon forest. The Amazon forest contains large trees like such as these ones. We absorb a lot of carbon dioxide, but when now we get there and fell down these trees in the process called deforestation, we are limiting the absorption of carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide circulates in the atmosphere, causes global warming, and in essence climate change. So the government has to put strict laws to avoid deforestation, avoid overexploitation and overgrazing of our forests. And finally, I would say we have to switch to renewable sources of energy such as solar to avoid excess production of fossil fuels, which generate the carbon monoxide, which are greenhouse gases and causes climate change. You and I can work together hand in glove to ensure that we help our ecosystem to be friendly. We can save our ecosystem. You and I can work together to ensure that we have an eco-friendly surrounding. Thank you very much.
We are going to conclude this topic by saying that the various factors, solution, and remedies, as we can put it, in fact, they were not too small to contribute to climatic change. We as a group, we are concluding without fear or doubt that the various discussions are not too small to examine climatic change, also examine the positive impact, also examine negative, why not solution or remedy. We want to thank the Vice Chancellor of University of Buea, who have encouraged the planting of trees, because our conclusion, we may be saying that deforestation is one of the most important factors that leads to climatic change in the world. Why not Cameroon? Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. Subscribe to our page.
Thumbs up and subscribe to
Yeah.
our YouTube